Hi there, Chris here. As you can see, I'm going to do a Lishi pick here, and I have this nice cutaway, and sometimes when I hold it in my hand and show the Lishi working, it just doesn't, I move out of the frame or you can't quite see this, so I thought I would put it in the funny vise, this little cutaway, and get a better shot of it for you, what actually is going on, and that I think might be better, that light. So what we have is a Schlage cutaway, and it's just a simple, it's a SC1, which is a 5-pin, and you can put a 6-pin in here and match it hitting just on this drop, but we just have a 5-pin in here. And if you only had a SC1, that would be for the 5-pin. The SC4 is for a 6-pin. And you can use an SC4 on a 5-pin as well. You're just going to start at 2 and go to 6 instead of 1 through 5, or 1 through 6. Yeah, 1 through 5. There you go. So let's see. This is a pretty good view, I think. It's kind of hard to get everything lit right and then have enough space for your Lishi guy. But I want to concentrate on looking here. So there you go. It's a very flat bitting. So I'm going to take our Lishi pick. And you can tell it's a Lishi pick because it has Mr. Lishi on it. And it has this little scratch and sniff thing that you can verify. So first thing you do is you put your pick tip all the way in the down position so you don't hang up on anything. And they're tough. These Lishi picks are tougher than you think. But you can bend a tip. There is a couple of companies out there that have replacement tips. So let's move this so you can see all the way to 1, but still see well here. So we'll start at 1. 1 is not binding. 2 is binding. And you can see, once you get 1 set, you can feel it. It feels free in there. It'll go down to where it hits the top of the driver pin, but all that's free. So we'll try 1. 1 is not binding. We'll go to 3. And 3 is not really binding. We'll go to 4. Not really binding. We'll go to 5. A little click. And you see the key pin is dropped down, so we have set 5. Let's see if we can set 4. See if it's binding. Get right on 4. Just barely eased it up. Let's try 3. 3 is now binding. We'll push down on that. Boom. And that's set. So we have 2 through 5 set, and let's go on 1. 1 is not binding. Up. 4 was not quite set. It was sitting on a little bevel on that driver pin. Let's see if is that focusing? Yes. So, and I'll find a driver pin that has a little bevel. It was just hung up on that little bevel. So it pays to go through and give it a little wiggle. If you have security pins, it pays to wiggle your tension a little bit while you're doing that. Okay, now just that tiny bevel, and I'll show you how small it is. With that set correctly, we're going to go on 1. 1's binding now. Boom, boom, boom. And Bob's your brother. No, Bob's your uncle. Well, he could be your brother. So there you go. I'll do it. I'll just run through this again quickly. Nothing on 1. Boom. 2's good. 3. Oh, I may have said 3, but it probably is out of order. 4. No. 5. Yes. 4. Yes. 3. I think we did get 3 that time. 1. No. So somebody's not good. Who's not good? All right. So we're going to go through and jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle. Relieve my tension a little bit. I think that was it. Let's go 1. Oh. Start over. All right. Let's go 2. And let's go right to 4, 3, 3. Got a nice click. Those positive clicks, I like to hear those positive ones because that means, okay, I felt a slight movement on the course, so we should be binding on 1, and we are. We're going to lift up, lift up, lift up, and we're in. Bingo, bango, bongo. And Bob's your uncle. So there's the funny vice. Yeah, I'm not a vice guy, but for this works out pretty good. It's modular. You could put different shapes in it. I think it's for jewelry or watches or small work that you put these pins to fit different ways. This is hard to do in the Panavices because if you go here, this is going to rub on the jaws, and I don't know, this just worked out. So there you go. More Lishi fun on a Stock Luck Sunday. We will see you next time. Okay, I wanted to show you that little tiny bevel on there. You wouldn't think it gets caught, but it does sometimes. And it may be a product of a cutaway. Cutaways, this is an excellent cutaway, but whoops, goodbye. They sometimes do not pick or react exactly how a non-cutaway lock would pick and react. Because, you know, there's a lot of support that is missing there, but this, I don't know who made this, I can't remember. But it's an excellent one. I've made one on a Euro, which is a pretty good one. Lock Noob did a video on how to do it yourself cutaway, and I followed his directions and made a really cool one out of a Euro. Anyway, where's my pin? It is here, and there we go. There it is. So I hope that's helpful in the explanation. You don't want to drop these in here because it'll go down. And actually, if you could just get more brass rod or steel rod and make some more, make different ones, whatever. All right, that is about it. We will see you next time. You have a double finish here. I think I said that in the other part. All right, later.